Coming to you guys, you know what it is. It's time to talk about Sunday best. Now, our top 6 had a do-over because nobody went home last week, but tonight 2 people did get the boot, and it just really gets real, especially going into next week. Okay, so tonight I'm actually going to invite one of my good friends to do the review with me. He had some things that he wanted to say, some words that he needed to get off his chest because he's in his feelings. All right, and that's my good friend Jay. Now, some of you may know Jay because we actually did the Stella recap that you can find. There's going to be a link either in the video or down below. You guys can check that out. We recapped the Stella Awards that we both attended earlier this year. I hope we get to do it again next year and bring that to you guys as well. So I thought the show was good overall. My top 3 are untouchable. They're still intact, so I ain't got no complaints. But evidently Jay got some words that he want to say, so we are going to give him a call and see what he has to say, and we'll do this review together. Okay, girl? So let's get into it. Let's give Jay a call here, and he better pick up because I told him I was calling. Alright, so let's see. We just gotta wait for Jay to pick up the phone. Where? I hope that y'all can hear it too. I don't know. Oh, gee. The black people, God. Always trying to get in touch with them. They always want to do something, but when you tell them it's time to do something, they don't want to never do nothing.
You have reached the Sprint voicemail box of 7.
Hey. Hey, look, I tried to get Jay on the phone. Jay, you had your chance. We were going to get you in on the video. Look, dude, this is live, okay? So if he calls me back, then, you know, it'll be what it is. But for right now, let's just go ahead and keep it going. I give you guys a review. Like I said, I ain't had no complaints about Sunday Best tonight. I think everybody overall did pretty good. I was okay with the decision at the end. Alright, so let's just back it up. We'll get to the beginning of the episode if you haven't watched it already. Pastor Jason Nelson started things off with a wonderful performance of his hit song, Shifting the Atmosphere. You can get his album. It is out now. It is a really dope album. It was recorded live. Pastor Nelson just sings. You know what I'm saying? Is the less is more. I'm really starting to appreciate that within, you know, even artists that I like. Less is more. You don't have to do a lot of riffs and runs. Your lyrics don't have to be like real deep and real philosophical. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I messed that up. Real philosophical. Your lyrics ain't gotta be all like that. You know what I'm saying? The most simplest songs, the less is more, and these songs are doing their thing on the gospel charts. All right, I'm loving it. He gave a wonderful performance, and it was really dope. All right, my only thing was, what? That's Jay. Let's see what Jay talking about. Hold up. Hello?
Hey.
What is going on? You're live on Tasha TV.
Oh, I'm live.
Yes, I called you earlier and I was like, see, this is how black people do you.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my gosh. I'm live.
You are live on time. We are recording right now. I'm not editing anything out of this video.
Oh, my goodness. What's up, y'all?
I was telling everybody, I was like, look, I ain't got no complaints because my top 3 are still intact, but I told the people Jay got some words that he need to get off his chest, so we was going to call him and let you just have it. So I actually just started. I was just starting the review. I was talking about Jason Nelson's performance. Did you catch that?
I did catch his performance.
What you think about it?
You know, I really, for one, when I first heard the song, I was just kind of blown away because this is like one of those worship songs that just takes you in. And that performance that he had just did just that. And he had a really great performance, and I really enjoyed him. I enjoy simplicity and music and vocal style, everything like that. As long as, you know, God is getting the glory out of it, I enjoy it. And I feel like that's what he brought. When people start doing a whole bunch of simple. You know, the dude has great vocals, and he just really brought that song to life. So I enjoyed it. I really did.
Exactly. And you just like totally reconfirmed everything that I just said. I was telling people this is simple. The lyrics don't have to be real deep. You don't have to do a lot of riffs and runs. You just sing there or stand there and just sing. And it's those types of songs, those types of artists who are really going to make a lot of change. A lot of positive things are going to come out of their ministry.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
All right, so what we're about to get into next, YouTube, you know how we do. We're just going to get right into the competition. Jay, I was telling everybody, it's a do-over for the top 6. Starting off, we got Kizzy Walker, who came out. She did Earth, Wind, and Fire's Keep Your Head to the Sky. My opinion, I kind of lost my fanship, I guess you can say, of Kizzy a few episodes back. So tonight, it was nice, but I'm ready for her to go. What you think?
I mean, I figured that it was going to be Kizzy time. I'm not going to lie. But like Yolanda, I was saying, you could definitely see her grow in her performances. And she was being more versatile with, you know, her styling, everything, vocally, all across the board. She was being a little bit more versatile than what she was originally. And like I said, you can see her growth, and I was really starting to really enjoy her performances. It was sad to see her go, and you know, I'm going to miss her being on the show. But I mean, I'm not too pressed, but I mean, I figured that this was going to be her time, and yeah, it was her time. But yeah, she did good though. I enjoyed the performance. But, yeah.
I wasn't sad to see her go. I think she should have left 3 weeks ago. I mean, I like Kizzy and I liked her from the beginning, but it just, I don't know. It just wasn't working for me. That's just how I personally felt. So, you know, she should have went home a few weeks ago. Somebody else could have had her spot. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. Alright, let's get to the man. Mr. Ashford Sanders came out next. He did Make Me Better, James Cleveland. And from the first 2 notes, I was in. I was like, Ashford, yeah, you brought me back. I didn't like him last week, but this week he brought me back. What you think about Ashford?
Ashford was the one I wanted to win.
Oh.
Ashford was my favorite, honestly.
Yeah?
This dude, yes. I mean, not only vocally did he have it, but just his stage presence was just phenomenal. Like, he's captivating. Like, once he starts singing, you're captured. Like, he tells a story while he's singing. And I think that's what makes a singer different. The difference between just someone who can sing really well and someone who's actually a performer, an artist. And he brought that to the table because he had every aspect to an artist. He had the vocals, he had the stage presence. I mean, not so much in the look department, but that goes on here. But it really doesn't. I mean, in gospel music, it really doesn't matter as much. So, like, you know, with him, he had everything to win, and I was a little disappointed. So it was tonight.
To me, it was hard to see Ashford go tonight, but I like him, and I'll piggyback what you said. I definitely like his charisma. I like that you can just be like intimate with him because he does draw you in. You're not going to see him perform. You're gonna reflect on your past experiences. You're gonna relate to what he's saying. He makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's grinding on the mic stand, you know, do you, Ashford? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I need Christians to settle down. Christians, settle down. Enjoy Ashford because, you know, he gonna do him regardless. And if you don't like it, I think something is a little off with you. But hey, you know, I enjoyed. But yeah, his tone was just so smooth. I loved it. I forgot for a minute that this was James Cleveland that he was doing. But, you know, towards the end, he really churchified it. And you know, I was like Yolanda, I wasn't gonna do that dance with them because I was like, y'all stop, everybody stop.
Really though, really, we're trying to come up with our own little dances and gospel. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm like, Kirk, I don't need you to egg that on. Just stop.
Exactly, Kirk.
All right, next we had Young Buck, Joshua Rogers. He did the Mary Mary's God and Me. And when they announced that he was doing this song, I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Now,
yeah, I thought the same way.
Okay, good, because I thought I was the only one. Because for a minute on Twitter, it was like everybody was like, yeah, he did that. And I was like, really? Because he didn't to me.
That's how I feel. Like, what did he do? Because whatever he did, I didn't get it. It didn't come across that way to me over the TV. So I want to know what everyone got because I just was not feeling that at all.
Yeah, the only thing I can give Joshua, and yes, he's still, you know, my top 3, I still ride for him, that was the intro. Now, I wish he would have continued down that creative route that he was taking with that intro, but once he switched over and tried to do the song the way we've been hearing it on the radio, Joshua stopped because it just wasn't working for me. Sorry, Joshua. I know you're probably gonna see this video, but I can't ride with you on this one tonight. You know.
I mean, honestly, to me, that was the weakest performance of the night. I personally feel even Mary cannot perform that song live. For anyone else to go and try to do it live is an automatic fail.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm just being real. Like, that's just not a good performance song, period. It doesn't really showcase your vocals that well because they got all the auto-tune and all that kind of stuff on it. So it doesn't come across well whenever you try to perform it. And me, I did not like that rendition at all. Like, it was weak.
You know, not even the intro?
Not even the intro. It just felt a little forced to me because it seemed like he was trying to force him to be young, even though that's not really his style. And I think he even kind of said that himself.
He did.
You know, when he was talking to the judges, like, you know, this is not really me. And, yeah, so I just don't feel like it was authentic. It didn't come across real to me. It just was not a good performance at all to me.
I feel you on that one, yeah. Not a good one this time, Joshua. Next up, we had Alexis Spight. She came with Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around. She went straight Negro spiritual on us, and I loved it. I loved it. It just, I wish she would have stood, maybe instead of standing during the whole performance, but even when she was sitting down, you know, it was still really, really good. Because I thought the song was going to be slower when she was sitting down, but she just delivered. She's been delivering and doing exactly what I want her to do these past few weeks. So I have nothing bad to say about Alexis on tonight. What you think?
I mean, I don't know what it is about Alexis. Like, I'm not saying that she's bad, and I'm not saying that she's the best either. I kind of have mixed emotions, and to me, I feel like a lot of times she doubts herself. Like, even towards the end, in the little run that she was, you know, trying to do, it kind of didn't come off too well, and I think even Donnie pointed that out. You know, when he was, you know, judging her and whatnot. I don't know. It's just something about her, and I think it's, you know, I feel like being with her age, you know, is part of the reason why everything is not coming across to me. And I think over time, with a little bit more practice and developing, she would really reach her full potential. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm a little kind of iffy about her right now.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. In my opinion, she's ahead of Joshua, but they're still in the same boat where I think both of them need some artist development. It's there, you can see it, but it just needs to, they need somebody really, really good in the industry who can really work with them and say, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to work on, including style as well. So, I mean, I like Lexus. It's like, I don't know, do they pick their own outfits during the show, or are they consulted by a stylist? Because they keep mixing Alexis, you know. We don't know if she's going to be mother of the missionary board, or if she's going to be the youth choir director. Because I'm just like, It's all, and because I have mixed emotions on her style. Like, I'll be like, okay, I like the skirt, I don't like the shirt. Oh, well, I like the jacket, but I'm not feeling the pants, you know? So, yeah. Artist development is definitely needed. But who had great style tonight? Michael Lampkin came out. I tweeted that he had his Boyz II Men Motown Philly, outfit on tonight, and he was looking dope, so I like that. It showed him a little younger. He did Kirk Franklin's Hello Fear, and I was super nervous about this, but he really did a great job with it. I thought it was really good. The arrangement I loved. He stripped it down even more than it already is, and he flowed with it, and the background was killing it, in my opinion. What you think about it?
Of course, I think the performance was good, but he's another person that I feel like kind of like floating along, because there's nothing that I've seen in him that just made me say, like, oh my gosh, like, this dude is just, I mean, not to say take away from him, like, vocally or anything like that, because I think he has it, but it's just nothing that just really stood out to me and say, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, he could be the winner, or I can see him, like, really far, like, I don't know, he just seems like he's kind of floating along. To me, I was really surprised that they chose him over Ashford.
Yeah, I could see that, because I've always kind of had Ashford and Michael tied, in my opinion, and I have to go with week by week who I like the most. I like Michael's, I like Ashford's tone. I think Michael's stage presence is what I like most about him, but singing ability, drawing me in, I was definitely Team Ashford on that one. So, yeah, that was definitely a hard one to go through. Yeah. All right, last up, bring things to a close. We have my girl, Denitra. She came out, she did Whitney Houston's I Look to You. It's not one of my favorite Whitney Houston songs, but I think she delivered really well. I'm usually left a little speechless because, to me, Denitra can just sing. She can do it. I mean, I'm waiting for her to really mess up. She's messed up a couple of times, but nothing that I'm gonna write her off for. What do you think about it, Jay?
I think vocally she killed. Like, week by week, she just killed it vocally. Like, this girl is definitely a professional. My thing is she gospel? The only thing, like, is she gospel? And not to take away from her singing and the vocal competition of Sunday Best, but homegirl been fashion-wise, I'd be like, are you on a singing competition or a dating competition? Because I can't tell.
Y'all was talking about my Denitra like that. Her hair was laid, the face was beat. She got them thighs and them hips, and sometimes it's hard to find stuff to fit that and be 100% with it. She be doing it sometimes. She'll be all right. She'll be all right.
Sometimes, but go ahead, do your thing, girl.
Definitely. And I feel you on the whole. I haven't thought about Denitra, whether or not she's gospel or R&B. Who was I can't remember her name. I was trying to remember her name. The light-skinned chick that Kim Burrell tried to test and say you sound like Beyonce. Like, I can't remember, but yeah, YouTube, if you guys remember her name, put it in the comments for me. So, but like with her, I was always like, okay, yeah, you doing gospel because you tried to go R&B and it didn't work, and now you're trying to make gospel work, and she just wasn't giving it to me because I was like, look, don't be mad at us because you didn't get popped off. But I don't get that with Denitra. Was that too rough? Okay, I'm sorry. Forgive me, God. But I don't get that with Denitra, but I'll be looking for that because, even though I ride for people, I always want to be, kind of like objective and whatnot. I don't want to be too biased with them. So I'm going to be looking for that. And I can actually see your point there. So, yeah, there you have it, people. Jay has joined me for this review. Next week, I think we're only going to be getting rid of one person, or are they going to do two? Do you know?
I think it's probably going to be one next week. I don't think it's going to be two.
Okay.
I think they're going to be taking away one.
All right. So who's your prediction for who you think is going to go home next week?
Who do I think is going to go home?
Yep.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Honestly, this year has been hard, like the judges said, because everyone's been bringing it, and it's kind of hard to really, I guess, eliminate anyone. Who do I think is going to be the top three? Honestly, I think it's going to be Alexis, Denitra, and Joshua.
Yep. That's me too, yeah. I think Pastor Michael Lampkin is going to get the boot next week, which is going to be really, really tough because, I mean, I think we're going to have a great episode next week because I think those are the top 4 from, you know, the top 20 that we've had. So it's going to be a really, really good episode. It's going to be a sad episode. But yeah, I do think Michael's going to be the one to go home. So we'll definitely be left with that top 3 there. And then I'm really going to be in my feelings because I haven't even prepared myself for one of them to go home. So
yeah.
We shall see what happens.
It's like, I don't know, comparing them to what's currently out there, like as gospel artists.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think they stand to what's already out there? Like, do you think anyone, I guess, possess that quality of a gospel singer where they're ready to I guess, be out there nationally as an artist?
Nationally as an artist, this is my thing. With competition shows, I never really look at an artist having longevity. You may have a few great years, and then that's going to be it. You're just going to be gone with the wind. So that's kind of like my negative with these competition shows. You're going to be hot for a minute, and then it's just going to cool off real fast. So unfortunately, with what's been put out so far, I actually see it working a little bit more in favor of Alexis. I think, though, having longevity, I think Denitra can have that. With Joshua, if he were to win, I would want him to take an entire year off. I don't want to see or hear from him. I want him to go through like a boot camp and then put him out, because I don't think he has an identity yet. Like what are you gonna sing?
The thing is that people are buying into not just the music, but they're buying into personality more so now. I mean, that's why you see everyone trying to get a reality show. Because people are buying into personality, and if you don't have that, people are not going to buy your music. I mean, they can support you all day long and say, I love your voice, you know, you're singing for God, hallelujah, praise Jesus. But if you ain't got no personality, ain't nobody going to buy that out.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think even with, you know, when we first met Joshua, he was like, I want to be at BMI, the Stellar Celebration of Gospel. I just really feel like he's going to have this huge popping of his bubble when something, like, even if he doesn't win, I think somebody's going to put him on, like Donnie McClurkin. I'm just saying, you know, he's going to get put on somewhere, but he's going to have a reality check, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be traumatic for him. So he's going to need a good year off so that he can learn the business and develop himself, find his identity in, you know, gospel music. What do you want to do? What do you want people to feel and relate to you with? Because, you know, out of those 3, Denitra, Alexis, and Joshua, he would be the one, in my opinion, who won't make it if he doesn't have that development. Alexis needs that development too, as well as Denitra, but I think the 2 of them are, you know, a little bit further than where Joshua is.
Right.
Yes.
Now, one of the things that I didn't know, and I know we're trying to wrap it up, but
no, you can.
One of the things that I noticed, and maybe, because I mean, I've been watching it, but I haven't been watching it, so maybe I missed it. But correct me if I'm wrong, but have they been doing like the little clips where, you know, they would kind of tell their story, and have they been doing that?
No, they haven't. They've been cutting, even shortening up the clips when you see them being mentored by Kim. So
I wonder why, though.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're doing that. Because I feel like it allows you to connect knowing their story and their background.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that in the first few episodes. I think like maybe when the 2 top 10 groups went, but yeah, since then they just been showing like these really short clips of them working with Kim Burrell, and then is bring them on the stage and how did they sound, you know, type kind of thing. So yeah, we need to, yeah, because right now it's a popularity contest thing almost, you know. I knock on myself in there, you know. Right now I just kind of feel like those are just my favorites just because, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, and I think all of us really need to, okay, who are we really gonna support, you know, if they get an album out.
At this point, I don't really care who win. I really wanted Ashford to win, but anyway, I'm just saying that was my favorite.
No worries, you will definitely have people on that pity party boat with you next week. And then I'll join the rest of you guys the week after, because then I'll be like, no, my top 3, oh God. Well, YouTube, that is it. Mr. J has joined me for this review. Jay, do you have any closing words you want to say? Tell people where they can follow you on Twitter.
Sure, y'all can follow me on Twitter at JFUnity, Facebook the same thing, so just hit me up, y'all.
All right, people, we will be back next week. Well, Jay may not be back, but I'll be back because I may have to console Jay. We might send some nurses, some altar workers, you know, out there for him, because he ain't doing too good right now, folks. But you'll definitely see me next week. And we'll get you guys another review. Love you, God loves you, and Jesus can save.